I am Mohammad Kamruzaman from UTA Biology Department, and I am studying the role of extracytoplasmic function is sigma factors in desiccation stress response of Bradyrhizobium japonica. So you all know that Rhizobia is a soil bacterium that can fix atmospheric nitrogen into soil by having symbiotic relationship with soybean or legume plants. So for soybean production, drought is a limiting factor, and that has influence on both Rhizobia and symbiotic partner soybean. Even though some of the drought-tolerant soybean cultivars already developed, but the absence of corresponding desiccation and drought-tolerant Rhizobia limiting the biological nitrogen fixation. So we are trying to work on ECS sigma factor that has control in desiccation stress responsive genes. These genes finally produce trehalose osmoprotectant, and that helps the bacteria to survive under desiccation stress. So the goal of this study is functional study of ECF sigma factor for desiccation stress response. So in our first step, we did selection of ECF sigma factor that has either upregulation during heat, drought, and desiccation, or they showed similarity with known ECF sigma factor regarding desiccation. So then we made mutant by site-specific mutagenesis and replacing the gene with kanamycin resistance. And after construction of the mutant, we tested them in a desiccation stress by doing filtered disk assay. So in the filtered disk assay, we first cultured both wild and mutant strains separately and retained the cell in membrane filter and kept the membrane filter in desiccator with 100% relative humidity and with 27% relative humidity separately. And after certain time point of incubation, we actually resuspend the cell into PBS buffer and did the serial dilution. And after that, we played them for CFU count. So the result, we able to construct knockout mutants successfully for BLR2203 gene. I mean the factor is a sigma factor, and if you look at the figure 6, I did present the confirmation gel image that's showing the presence of a deletion target in mutant which actually contain the kanamycin cassette instead of the BLR2203 gene. So this confirming that BLR2203 gene successfully replaced by kanamycin gene in mutant. And in figure 7, this is basically a line graph showing the survivability of wild B. japonicum USD 110 and BLR2203 mutant under desiccation stress for a different period of time. The left y-axis here showing the log CFU value for 100% relative humidity, and the right y-axis showing the percent survival for 27% relative humidity, that is relative to 100% relative humidity. So here we can see that mutant survives less than wild type initially, but this is not statistically significant that we actually expected. So we are planning to do the test again with more time point and more replicates. So the conclusion of this study is BLR2203 mutant percent survival under desiccation stress is not statistically significant when we compared with wild type. And we are still on the mutagenesis part for BLL3014 gene. So when we complete this mutant construction, we will check the desiccation part to identify if this sigma factor has any role for desiccation. And my future direction for the research, upcoming researcher, is we can study ferric citrate transport system in Rhizobia as well, along with the ECS sigma factor, because it can induce transcription initiation from surface level by transferring the signal to ECS sigma factor, and ECS sigma factor later control the transcription of stress responsive gene. Thank you.